For those of you that are following my dragon fruit journey, I have some updates for you. Let me show you how they're doing. And I have my first blossoms. This dragon fruit plant is from Home Depot. I call it my Home Depot Red because it's a no ID plant actually. They don't give you the specifics of it, which I wish they did, because if they did, I would have known that this is not a self-fertile plant. And I get like a lot of blossoms. This is just 3 years old and I got like 50 blossoms on this last year, not a single fruit. So I'm doing something different this year. So meet the two new friends of the dragon fruit. Now I planted these up last year. This is growing in my Vago garden rolling dragon fruit planter, which I absolutely love, and it is showing some dramatic difference in growth compared to this one, which was planted about the same time in my own little pot here. Let me show you what's going on here. It's kind of interesting. So these two plants are sisters. They're cuttings from the same plant and they were planted roughly the same time, but you can easily tell that the one on the left is doing much better than the one on the right. And I'm going to show you something in just a moment. But I think part of the reason this one is doing so well is larger container, and obviously the self-watering feature at the bottom is helping, because did you know that dragon fruit plants are actually tropical, subtropical kind of plants, and so they like moisture. They don't like to sit in water, but they do like moisture. So this really helps, versus that did dry out a little bit over winter and that caused a problem, and I'm going to show you something here. So you can see that the branches looking a little yellowish and they are also looking a little dried out. And this is the reason. Right here at the bottom, you can see that it rotted out. But if you look closely, you can actually see there are some roots coming out here. So the plant is still alive. Now, is it going to survive? Is it going to thrive? That's a different matter. But there is something promising here. I do see some new growth. So I am hoping that this plant will survive as long as I keep it adequately moist, don't let it rot, but also don't let it dry out. Another thing that I wanted to show you here, these teeny tiny little plants, these are also dragon fruit plants that I grew from seed, you guys. And they also unfortunately kind of dried out over the winter. But look over here, this is their pear growing so nicely. So yeah, a little bit of moisture even over winter is necessary for this tropical plant to live. So these plants are less than a year old, so I am not sure whether they'll produce any blossoms, and especially produce any blossoms in time to fertilize the self-sterile variety that I showed you first. But who knows? Dragon fruit is a very fast-growing plant. Stay tuned. I'll give you guys updates over the year to show you how this is doing.